Tanweer from Bangladesh.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaykum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Sheikh, should I expose myself to my parents that which is Sheikh I am following and learning Islam from online? My parents are Muslim, but they put a lot of hurdles in my practicing Islam. I managed to pray in mosque after a lot of struggle. I am afraid they might interrogate me why I am following someone I don't know, or tell me to give the phone, or accuse me of going to the wrong path. How do I handle the situation?
First of all, your parents will always be parents. They'll always criticize you. They'll always be on your case. They'll always want to control you, whether you're doing something good or something bad. This is in their DNA. Rarely you will find understanding parents who would know when to give their children the right of choice, when to give them the freedom of making their own decisions. They want to control everything. And you'll find this crystal clear when you want to get married. You cannot marry someone they don't approve of, someone they approve of their family, their looks, their education, the ability of cooking. Your mom would not allow you to marry someone who would refuse to become her slave and servant. And your father would insist on seeing her even before she's a mahram to him. So how could you see her? No, I have to look at her. I have to look at her mom. I have to look at her whole family. They have to be express their humility to us when they visit us. And so such control, especially in the subcontinent, is not from Islam. And this is why you have to understand the way they think. Trying to defend yourself, argue with them, explain things to them is fruitless in most cases. So you have to learn how to be diplomatic. You have to learn how to dodge their questions. Not everything they ask you or interrogate you about, you have to reply. Sometimes you just smile or change the topic or be whoever you want to be without engaging in confrontation, because you'll always end up losing. And when it comes to Islam, their ignorance and neglect is so apparent and visible that you need only to obey Allah Azza wa Jal and adhere to His commands. They won't understand this. So I'm at the fork of the road. Either I obey Allah and follow the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, follow the Quran and the Sunnah, or obey them. And definitely no one would tell you obey them. They're ignorant, they're oblivious, they don't know anything. So you have to balance this and walk a very thin line, and at the same time try to be diplomatic to the best of your ability. But at the end of the day, you have no other choice but to follow the Quran and the Sunnah, whether they like it or not. Try not to confront them with what they don't like.